Talking to God every day, trying to see.
Laura! Oh my gosh, she's too excited for that right there. Are you grossed out, huh? Is it disgusting to you? Back at it again. It's Steve and Laura time. Check your watch all the time. Life lessons of Steve and Laura. And what's the life lesson here? You need to, consider the ones around you when you get your eat on. Or in Steve's case, smack on. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get it. Oh gosh.
Whisker.
He is somebody I could not eat around. I could not watch eat. You have those certain people. I know you do. You have those certain people, and it doesn't matter what they're eating. It looks good. Like they could be eating chips, but it looks like they eating a nice, good steak or something like that. Steve is the opposite. You could literally be eating your favorite food and then watch him eat his favorite food, and you want to put your food away. It's over. It's done. I don't want to admit this about Steve, but this is a lack of maturity here. This is how children eat. Steve still got a lot of growing up to do if he want to be a husband, you know what I'm saying, to Laura and be raising babies with her. There's some levels he still got to get to. Kelly with a beautiful smile. Oh.
Take off these heavy shoes. Mm-hmm. Here, let me.
Well, let her do it.
Feel heavy.
Let her do it.
I wear them all the time.
You wear them all the time, but
ooh.
We gotta go back, man. We gotta go back.
Would you give me a back rub? Okay, but only till I get nauseous. Thanks.
Only till I get nauseous. Oh gosh. Remember when Laura was just like, this is what I'm saying, where Steve don't realize things are working, right? They're going in the right direction. They may not be going as fast as he would like, but they are. To where now, hold on. Let's get closer. We can make sure we can get this. Laura is rubbing his feet. Not only is Laura rubbing his feet, like he's in her lap. His legs are in her lap. Now remember, we just saw the clip and it's like she barely wanted to even, massage and all that. You see like how she was just kind of almost like grossed out. So you see the difference. Get them feet, Laura. Get them feet. Yeah, make them feel it. Do you see why Steve said when it comes to Laura, he got to wait till the wedding night? You getting this right now from just her touches. Okay. That's why you wedding night.
You comfy? Have you been swallowed by one of those tide people? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, a minute ago you were ignoring me. Now you're actually touching my feet.
Mm-hmm. Rubbing them. Laura after something.
So crazy.
You're so crazy, boy.
I'm just being nice.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just being nice.
Yeah.
That's all. You want anything from the kitchen? Oh, no. I have my snacks.
But you know what's so dope about this? Is Steve's like, just being nice. Laura, you up to something. But let's remember, this is what I keep talking about, growth. And even when you grow and you kind of pick up habits from each other. This is stuff Steve used to do to get Laura to do things, right? From the Johnny Gill to all those type of things. So now she's kind of, patting him up and rubbing on his feet and snuggling. Something that Laura has an agenda, but there's something going on in the tickety of her heart right now too.
It's just too bad they're all the way over on the coffee table.
Because he's all the way on her lap. Come on, man.
Here, let me.
Laura still got to roll her eyes.
Chip, now dip.
Yeah, right. He likes to dip on it.
Cheetah, me too. Sprite. All right. Okay. There you go, babe. You like that? Ooh,
oh,
okay.
You see what I mean? How stuff keep coming. This is what I'm talking about, though. Why isn't all this time that he's been with Myra, he hasn't grown out of this stuff? This is stuff toddlers do. Right? You got to teach the babies, keep it in your mouth, baby. Keep it, chew it all the way up. This is what I'm talking about. Myra babies him. Laura's not gonna baby him.
Electric. Ooh. Laura, would you be an angel?
Earth angel, will you be mine?
Love me tender.
Oh gosh, Steve, this is a family show, Steve. This is a family show, Steve. But you see what I'm saying? The woman's touch of the woman you loved your whole life, and she giving a massage.
Oh, bring it home today.
Steve, calm down, Steve.
Oh, rock my world.
Could you give me some tickets to see New Edition 2?
There it is.
Aha! I knew that's what you wanted. The old sit me, feed me, rub me routine.
But again, I just want to point out, this is something Laura would have never. You talking about give Steve a back massage and rub his feet, and he ain't took no shower? This is something Laura would have never done before.
Well, did it work?
Not yet.
I still got to get a kiss. I still got to get my kiss. Ain't nothing changed. Oh, Laura, don't hurt them lips. You're gonna need them later. You're gonna need them and want them later. Okay, baby. I need you to be gentle. Be gentle.
I want 2 tickets, or you'll never whistle again.
Be gentle, Laura. Be gentle. Those are prized possession. You'll see later, Laura. They're prized.
It's Greta's birthday, and I want to treat her to something special.
Hey, you mean something free?
Come on, Steve. I'm begging you, man. I'll do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Would you like Myra and me double date with you?
Anything but that.
It's double or nothing.
I just want people to think for a second. Why would Eddie? Now, remember, Myra was pretty and everything else, and she's the better fit over Laura. Why would it be a big deal for Eddie and Greta to double date with Myra and Steve? Some of y'all little brothers are where they go and upgrade their woman, and you're like, oh man, yeah, he dating so now, so we go swoop him up. Why is that still not the case with Steve? And Myra's absolutely gorgeous. Why is that not the case? Because they act like children. They're annoying. Look at this.
All right, Steve. We can double date. But if you have to talk to us, don't look in our direction.
I'm just saying, why do you think Eddie is saying all this? Because if Laura went out with any of her boyfriends, and when she has, Eddie has never said this. Understand, this is not just about Steve. It's about Myra too. He don't want to deal with them. Goodness gracious. Is that even English? Is that even English? Is it even English?
Now, Luke, wait, Janet.
Watch this.
What's the matter? My father has forbidden me from doing any further scientific experiment.
Just calm down and tell us what happened.
Just want to focus on that. We're seeing a pattern with Laura, right? What did she say? Just calm down and tell us what happened. Steve is walking in frustrated, upset. Okay. Just...
Steve, calm down. How can I? It's bad enough I got chased and pummeled with foam fingers and pins, but I also got Eddie fired. Oh, mommy.
Steve, it's not such a big deal. I'm sure he would have gotten himself fired eventually.
Hey!
You see the support from Laura, and what is she trying to do? Calm him down. Laura brings a calm.
Guys?
Howdy, Edo.
What?
You got fired.
I got fired? How did I get fired when I wasn't even there?
I may have spilled several food items. Perhaps I squirted ketchup on a bunch of people.
Steve!
I don't think that's English either. Goodness gracious.
You did those things, I did it!
I know, but they have this ridiculous rule. Get a load of this. If a guy fills in for you, he has to be competent.
Eddie should have understood what this was with Steve. I don't understand why he's this upset. Hey, if you want to do a job a certain way, you should do it yourself.
I don't believe this, Steve. You let me down. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend, and I always have been your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, friends don't let their buddies down.
I promise it won't happen again.
Oh, you're right, it won't happen again. Because as of right now, you and I are no longer friends.
Now, again, I just want to bring this up real quick. Why is it no one ever talks about this with Eddie? Why is this always Laura? Now, this is when Eddie is grown. He's a grown man at this point. Why is it that people always talk about how Laura tried to kick Steve out of her life, but no one ever talks about anybody else on the show? You know how many times Eddie has tried to cancel his friendship with Steve? Multiple times.
You know what? You're better off, Steve. Why would you want a jerk for a friend?
Ooh.
Jerk?
Dang.
Eddie, you forced Steve to cheat. And now when he needs you, you leave him high and dry.
Ooh.
Eddie, Steve was a real friend to you, and it's about time you return the favor.
Tell him.
God, I love you.
God, I love you, girl. We're seeing a pattern here, guys. We're seeing a pattern. Okay.
You're right. I'm in college now. I'm into a whole new social thing. Steve wanted to tag along, and I had to cut the cord.
But he has feelings, just like anybody else. He's been a good friend to all of us, especially you. That's right. It's your fault you got fired.
How was it my fault when I wasn't even there?
That's why it's your fault.
That's why.
I mean, you asked Steve Urkel to cover for you.
Exactly. I mean, see, this is what I mean, where Laura is not really emotional, but she's logical. This is logical argument right here. Why would you ask him to cover for you and then get mad at the results? It's Steve Urkel. Almost calls Eddie, her big brother, almost a jerk on behalf of Steve. This is stuff people don't talk about with Laura. Calling her own brother out of his name for the sake of Steve. And what do you see in Laura do again? Like I said, she does effortlessly. Brings value to Steve.
Eddie, you always do this. You shirk and then you blame.
She's still going in.
Shirk, blame. Shirk, blame.
She's still going in.
I had something else to do.
Shirk,
Well, he screwed up.
blame. The bottom line is, Steve tried to do you a favor.
He did.
He was there for you. The truth is, you don't deserve a friend like Steve.
Ooh. That's from baby sis.
I guess you're right, Laura.
What do we see? What do we see? You know, there's something I really wanted to talk about. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about, but one of the things I really want to talk about is going, with some of these asinine foolishness that people say about Steve and Laura that is just untrue.
Number one, you need to be drug tested immediately. Because I got news for you.
And one of those big things that I'm going to keep bringing up again and again, because I see so many people leaving comments, some when y'all find me and leave comments, or just even other comments from other videos. And you see it all the time where people say, Laura made Steve wait. Laura made Steve wait. And I will ask the question again. Okay. How is Steve actually waiting? And what is he waiting on? Okay, number one, y'all can't sit up here and say that he's waiting and he got a whole girlfriend. Okay, first of all, like where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. But the second thing is, when you talk about wait, what is Laura really making Steve wait on? Marriage? You know what I'm saying? Wedding night? Like, what is Steve, I always say this, what is Steve missing out on with Laura right now? Besides, marital things. You hear what I'm saying? Marital things. Besides that, what is he missing out on? What is the difference between Myra and Laura right now? Because Myra and Steve kiss? Well, you know what? Laura and Steve kiss now. So what is he missing out on? But you can't say that he's missing out when there's something that is still building and growing. And that's the thing that irritates me about this. It's like people they say it in a way like, Lord, like, bro, you gonna have to wait till I get good and ready. And when I want you, I will let you know. You feel me? People act like that's how Laura treated Steve. And that is not the case at all. The thing that people fail, and I mean that, what people fail to realize about Laura is not ready for all. She's not ready for all of that stuff yet. Y'all acting like she got a ring on her finger from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like these other dudes proposed to her. The one thing that that you can look at with Laura is Laura, and why the issues that came with Steve a little bit, like, you know, like, oh man, well, she was mean to Steve, and then I'm like, you guys don't understand Laura. The thing about it with Laura and why she could deal with other guys, and maybe she didn't go off on other guys the way she did Steve, because nobody gets to her heart like Steve does. I think Laura can handle her heart. Laura can handle her body meter, if you feel what I'm saying, better than she can her heart meter. Right? So she can control her body more than she can her heart. And what does Steve touch? Her heart, right? Versus the other guys are trying to touch other places. You feel what I'm saying? But I think Laura can do. You saw that with Daniel Wallace in the bed, you know, when he was in the bedroom and she had to kick him out the, you know what I'm saying, out the big window. You know, she had to kick him out. Laura can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that is continuing to come at her heart and come at her heart and come at her heart, this causing her to be, you know, softer and more patient and graceful and all those things. And it's like, especially when Laura was younger, she struggled with that because Steve can get to her heart in a way. She's like, how are you here? what you, look, I know how to keep, you know, and the thing that you'll look at it with Laura, even with Stefan, is Laura can be with those guys because they're safer, and Laura can be with those guys completely and not be giving away her heart. Steve, she doesn't have to even be in a relationship with, just be in the same, you know, interacting with. And you're seeing it even with that's why their friendship is growing, because Steve and Laura touch each other's heart just within friendship. And that's why I'm going to go bring it all back around. That's why I can't stand when people say that. Laura made Steve wait. It's like, but there's something that's building. And you see it even now. Laura got her hands, okay, that God gave her, on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Laura would have never done. Steve is basically almost in her lap and she's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you're going and you're cooking something, are you waiting for it to be done? Or is there a process? I just want to know. Or is there a process, right? And what we have to understand, to me, with even relationships, I don't care how it goes. Guys, there will always be a process. Always. There's a process. There's something that, you know, that now I understand. Look, we can, you know, love on us, right? You know, say Pizza Hut on us, but it's love on us. No, I was made aware, because I don't know this stuff, that you can call up anything nowadays, if you know what I mean. And it will satisfy you, at least for the night or for the day or whatever it may be. You can order up anything now. You know what I'm saying? But that isn't realistic. It's not fulfilling. And so what's happening with Steve and Laura right now is they're in a fulfilling friendship, right? That Steve touches Laura's heart in ways that other guys don't. And she was dating them because she knows how to guard it. Laura does not know how to guard her heart against Steve. And Laura's not ready to give her heart away like that. That's okay. You know, and here's the thing. Not giving up your heart prematurely is a good thing for you and the other person. This is what I say. I wonder if people recognize this about Laura, that Laura really protected Steve's heart and keeping her heart from him. But when you go back and you recognize, like, nah, you know what? They deserve more than me. I can't give them that right now. And that's what I feel that is so beautiful, that I think Laura's starting to grow into, is that she's starting to see, like, okay, I might be able to handle this a little bit better. But when she was 15, 16, absolutely not. Steve was on a level of love that Laura could not even comprehend. Okay. You know, I want to give to you that irritates me about our culture today. You want to go and be like, oh, you cheated. But you know what God says? Hey, you doing that marital stuff outside of marriage, homie. God's going to call on that. Or you're lying, right? Or you're being dishonest. Those are what God's going to look at. But this is why you date and you don't get, if you like it, but you better put a ring on. Which, see, Beyonce taught y'all the opposite. God's way, if you want it, put a ring on it. That's God's way. Beyonce's way is, if you like it, you better just say, I'm trying to tell y'all, culture, they lie to us and they're giving us a watered down version of what they want us to have. And that's why you feel in these relationships and these situations and you still feel unfulfilled. You know what I'm saying? These different negative perspectives. And like I said, what have I learned? Man, watching sports, watching LeBron do amazing things. I think he scored 40,000 points. I've been checking out the youngin' in college, Caitlin Clark, and seeing what she's been doing. But also I've been noticing the haters. And I'm like, why is there a reason to hate on this young lady? You know what I'm saying? She's amazing. I've watched her play. She's amazing. Why is there a reason to hate on LeBron James? And it's because, what is the reason to hate on Steve and Laura? Because we don't like greatness. We want to tear it down. Anything that's great, we want to tear it down. And then we get mad like, man, we don't have nothing. We can't ever have nothing good. No, we can't. Because we're always trying to drag a person or a thing down. And that's why I really started to realize with Steve and Laura and have to start to have a little bit of a piece. It's like, oh, you guys are just y'all haters are just a representation of their greatness. Y'all LeBron haters, just representation of his greatness. Y'all Caitlin Clark haters, just a representation of her greatness. Steve and Laura haters, just a representation of their greatness. Anybody that's hating on you because you go climbing up that ladder, they're just a representation of your greatness. You feel what I'm saying? Love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.
It's the murder curse.